What's going on, guys? It's your boy DMO. Welcome to day 21 of keeping a future millionaire in check. It's such a small chance. You see this? I'm a money magnet. I have a millionaire mind. I'm posting this, forget about this. It is what it is, and it can be really, really hard. But at the end of the day, we're hitting that $1 million. It doesn't matter. We're going to be talking about the things that is going to be done to get 1% closer to our end goal, our end results. Side notes, this is 2 days after we made this video. Now, we ended up not making a morning routine. Now, I'm not going to make any excuse or something like that, but this day, this special day, I didn't go to sleep for over 28 hours. Why? When I got home at 9 to 10 o'clock, I realized I have to edit. Editing is going to take around 2 to 3 hours. I started editing around 10:30, then I finished around like 2 to 3, 4 o'clock. So we got to give a W, round of applause. Because of that, because of lack of time management. But either way, so these are the things that are going to be done today to get 1%, just 1%, a tiny bit, guys. It's not about going all the way to the top. It's about just going each step on the staircase to the end goal that we want. And being able to fully step on each step. Fully, completely, beautifully, uniquely. So that being said, guys, so today is the day when we're going to go to work. Once we go to work, then we're going to go on break. And we're going to go ahead and sell some headphones, guys. What's going on, guys? So it is break right now. We're going to get a toothbrush and some soap to clean these headphones. We're going to go find ways to be able to make some money so we could be able to pay for the partnership fee to get connected with the guy that makes over 100K, like around like 500K or something like that. So he could be able to help me to get my money right and manage my money properly and correctly. Okay? After that, we said we're going to go ahead and do some working out, some calisthenics. And obviously, we got to focus on the spirituality and mentality. If we don't have clarity, if we don't have a peace of mind, if we don't know where we're going and how we're going to do it, we're going to freaking fail on our face and it's going to suck. So those are the things that we're going to do, guys. So let's make it happen. Let's do it. We're about to go. We're about to promote. This is how we do it. What's going on, man? We're promoting that.
Oh, this is so funny.
Where you from? Oh, okay, cool. You staying in the building? Alright, guys, so it is the night routine. We're just going to talk about the things that we said we're going to do and see if we did it. The first thing that we said we're going to do, well, first of all, in our calendar for this day, we didn't even put a time period. So that's already one thing, right? We didn't put a time period into our thing. So we basically just put action steps, right? We put action steps that need to be done today. So it's like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. And I got to do this before the end of the day. First thing I put on the list is edit day 19 and post. I did that. But it took around 3 to 4 hours, okay? The next thing, we said we're going to edit day 20 and post. So we didn't do that. We didn't have the time, or we felt like we didn't have the time because we didn't manage our time, but we're going to talk about that, okay? The next thing that we said we're going to do is we're going to work 10 to 7. We did that. The next thing we said we're going to do is do Shambhavi yoga. Didn't do that. We only did one Shambhavi. We only did one practice of the meditation that we said we're going to do, so we didn't achieve it. The next thing we said we're going to do is we're going to be doing some working out. We didn't do that. The next thing we said we're going to do is we're going to clean the headphones and sell them. We didn't do that. The next thing we said we're going to do is we're going to make the morning and night routine. We didn't do that. So that being said, guys, so the things that I said I was going to do, I did not do each one of them. Now, let's really look at this, guys, because we really got to be able to just analyze, right? We don't want to really be too harsh on ourselves, because at the end of the day, what is it going to do? You know, for example, let's say a tree, and the tree is not growing. Imagine just stopping on the seed. You motherfucker. Like, imagine just stepping on a seed because it's not growing, right? You just have to be able to see why is it not growing. You know, you have to look at the seed. Why are you not growing, bro? Oh, you're not getting the sun, you're not getting the water, you're not getting the right ground, you're not getting the right nourishment. Oh, okay, now I can be able to solve that problem. But you bashing it, all that, nah. You just got to be able to first look at it. Okay, this is what it is. This is what's the problem. Let me find the solution. You can't really be emotional about this, right? So what were the things that I said realistic or not? I don't think so. And the reason why I said it's not realistic or not is because if you guys watched my day video before, the day video that I made, I stood up for almost 28 hours. More than 28 hours, 30 hours, 32 hours. I was up for 32 hours. I didn't sleep for 32 hours. And I still didn't end up doing my whole list, because I was editing for around 4 to 5 hours, which is not bad, because I'm really, really precise on making my videos absolutely perfect in congruence to what I think is perfect, right? But at the end of the day, if I'm saying I'm going to do something and I don't do it, that's a problem, right? That's a real big problem. So, and then I realized, okay, so I said I was going to edit day 19, and then I was going to do another video and edit it. Maybe it took 5 hours, and then maybe the next video might take another 5 hours. So that's 10 hours right there, and I still have to work, still have to work out, still have to do this, still have to do that, right? So it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense to do that. So was that measurable? Was that realistic? I don't think so. Now did you achieve them in the designated time period? No, we didn't, because we didn't put a time period. So that being said, if the question says, based on, if you look at it on the steps of time management, and even on the steps it says be able to put a time period on your thing, that means we're already doing it wrong. So we need to be able to put a time period the next time we do that, right? So next question was, what were the obstacles that stood in your way? The obstacles was not being able to allocate my time precisely. I think that was the most important thing. We just didn't allocate our time. We didn't put a time period. We also didn't put a deadline on when we're gonna finish. If we don't put a deadline, it's gonna take forever, right? Like, let me ask you a question. I go ahead and tell you, listen, bro, I would like for you to fix my car. I'll give you $500. You go, okay. Take the car, bro. Now, if you don't care about the $500, and I didn't give you no deadline, you might take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But I go, listen, bro, I need you to clean the car, fix the car in a week time, and you'll get $500. You go, okay. Now, if I want these $500, we're going to have to finish in a week. You see what I'm saying? So if you put that deadline time, then it makes you go, okay, I need to do this right now at this time. So time period is really, really well and good. Next thing is, so what are the solution to my problem? There's two solutions. Two solutions are, we got to be able to, like I said again, be able to focus on our time, right? You know, put a time based on what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it, right? The next thing you're going to do is make sure that whatever you're putting on your schedule, it is congruent to the goal that you want, but are those steps correctly, rightly connected, or fits into the puzzle of the result that you want, right? You're going to make sure you're taking the right actions. So we got to be very precise on that. Now, how did I spend my time that week? I think that I spent my time pretty well, right? There was sometimes I took some breaks, but that's okay. Okay, so what strategy increases my productivity? The strategy that increases my productivity is simply writing down something on your notes, right? Like, you say you're going to do this, and then right when you finish, you put a check mark. And then the next thing you do that. So it's like, okay, I do this. Then I do this. Then I do this, but right when you finish, you do a check mark, and you go, okay, yes. So that makes it so much productivity when I do that. So that's it. Okay, guys? So that is the end of day 21. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys got something out of it. And like I said, we're getting 1% closer to making our first $1 million. So that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, And I have a millionaire mind.